Hi, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Hi. Oh, excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah. Need a little sip of my coffee. So hot. Too hot, baby. All right. I have so many fun things to talk about. I don't even know where to start. All right. Looks like everything's still working on all ends. Ready to go?
Yep.
The Plan B Morning Show. Only on Rock 107 WIRX. Everything that rocks.
Okie dokie. Good morning. It's the Plan B Show. Brock and Kiki.
Howdy.
Hour number 2. Welcome to it. Excited to say that we are experiencing zero technical difficulties on Facebook.
It's a win.
It's a win on a Friday. Usually Fridays are like, hey,
Friday. Just coming in clutch.
coming in
Smooth sailing.
high and hard, baby. What?
I don't know about that.
What? That's a totally normal saying.
High and hard.
Just high and rock hard.
Sounds icky.
I think I believe that's a technical military term, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, anyway.
All right.
Well, hey, make sure you join us. We are streaming. We are on Facebook, the Plan B Show YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to that for web exclusive content. We're gonna get you taken care of. Amy want to know how you're feeling, Kiki. She's referring to your womanly stuff, I'm guessing.
Well, that's ongoing, obviously.
You see, yes. She's
overall, though, I'm feeling much better.
Good, much better. I mean, she's moments away from crying or screaming at any point in time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But still, though,
I could still have a breakdown any moment.
You're keeping it together, kiddo, and I'm proud of you. Way to go.
Mentally, I got a good night's rest. So
good. It's good. Yeah.
Feeling clear.
I didn't sleep as well as I wanted to. I will address that in the sports segment.
Yeah, you were up late.
I was. I don't usually do that.
I kind of stayed up late too. I was secretly kind of
watching, and I know you put the kiddo to bed, and I appreciate that. We'll talk about that in sports.
Curious what your mood would be like.
I'm actually, like I said, let's save that for sports. I'm surprisingly still chipper on a Friday after a loss,
because it's Friday.
It's Friday. I think there's some other things.
Thank goodness it wasn't like a Sunday game, and this is Monday.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It's an easier blow.
Yeah.
You have the whole weekend to recover.
And 10 days before the next game. But we'll talk about that in sports. I know we'll spend some time on the game last night. Big NFC North matchup. Right now, though, why don't we get to... Oh, actually, wait. Oh, I almost screwed up. Can I tell you a joke?
Oh, okay.
So,
sure.
You're probably not going to find it as funny as I did.
Okay.
But, okay, so...
is it a man joke?
Yeah, I think it's no.
I'll do my best. Give me the Brad glasses.
It's a gross humor joke. Anyway,
okay.
So a guy, and I'll tell you where I heard this after I tell you the joke.
Okay.
So a guy ends up on a deserted island or a desert island, however you want to say it. Anyway, he's on a deserted island, and his only companion from the shipwreck is a pig and a dog.
Oh, no.
Well, after so many days deserted on this island, the guy's pretty lonely. He's looking for some companionship. So he starts looking at that pig. That pig starts looking pretty good. All right.
Oh.
Put a little lipstick on that pig. You know what I'm saying? So he starts, kind of working his way towards the pig. Well, out of nowhere, the dog comes in and just charges him. Like, okay. So the guy stops and he waits a few more days. He's like, man, that pig's looking even better. All right, so he tries to scoot up on that pig. Hey, Miss Piggy, how you doing? Maybe he's fantasizing that. I see what Kermit the Frog saw.
Oh, okay.
And as he puts his arm around that pig, dog. And this goes on for a couple more months, and the dog just won't have it. And the guy's getting lonelier and lonelier until finally one day, a beautiful blonde woman somehow gets marooned on this deserted island where this guy is at with this pig and this dog. Beautiful. I mean, gorgeous, big boobs, nice butt.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, thank God. Lady, will you hold that dog for me? That's a good joke, isn't it?
That's a really
good joke. That's one of my favorites.
That's hilarious.
That's right up there with the food truck one that I love telling. But I heard that. Funny, right? That's right.
So funny.
Lady, will you hold that dog for me?
Will you put a muzzle on that dog
oh my
for me?
God.
Jesus.
So I'm okay. I'm glad. I'm surprised you laughed at that.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you think my humor is gross.
No, that humor is funny.
That's a good
If it was like icky.
A little bestiality humor always makes you laugh.
But you didn't get that far. You know what I'm saying? Like the emotion was there, but that was funny.
Got you.
That was a good one.
Good. I'm glad you like. Everyone, take that with you. Write it down in your joke book.
A little long, but.
But see, long jokes I always really like. There's that great Buddy Hackett joke on Late Night where he talks about all the farm animals and the blonde lady. Yeah. That one's another great one. But I saw that on a YouTube reel.
Okay.
And it was Betty White and one of the other, like Dolores from the Golden Girls. And it was like off screen, like they were like setting up. Funny. And she's like, "Oh, Betty, I heard this great joke." And it's just them, behind the scenes.
Right.
Oh, and it's just so funny seeing these two old ladies just cackling up over a dirty joke. But, all right. Well, I'm glad I remembered that. Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Way to kick off the stream.
I think it was a great way to start. So, all right, let's get to it. It is time for your morning dump.
It's your morning dump with Brock and Kiki. Trends, tech, Hollywood sleaze, and more.
I don't know how I'm going to top that. Anyway, so I'm excited to talk about this because this is kind of full circle for me because I had a fact that involves this story that I've been sitting on, and then Michael emailed me and said, "Hey, check this out," because we've talked about this restaurant before in passing. It's never been a deep conversation. Long story short, it was on our prep site, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is all coming together." Chi-Chi's, the defunct
Chi-Chi's
Tex-Mex restaurant from back in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s / early 2000s. Anyway,
Chi-Chi's. I always think of women's.
Oh, boobs.
Chest.
I mean, it's a
Chi-Chi's.
Chi-Chi's. I've never called boobs Chi-Chi's.
Chi-Chi's.
Never once. I would say maybe that down there is a Chi-Chi.
No, that's not a Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi.
Chi and Chi. Gotcha. Well, anyway, it became a sensation in the 80s and 90s. Okay. People couldn't get enough of this Chi-Chi's fun and excitement, Texas Mexican blended together for a fun dining experience. 200 locations nationwide. However, went through bankruptcy, ownership changes, and then the final nail in the Chi-Chi coffin was during 2003. Some bad green onions at Chi-Chi's led to the largest hepatitis A outbreak in American history. That was it. They couldn't come back from giving everyone hepatitis A, everyone vomiting everywhere. People died.
Oh my God.
From Chi-Chi's. You're not supposed to die when you go to, die from having so much fun, maybe, but not from the green onions and hepatitis A.
That's like the onions that McDonald's had.
What?
We had an E. coli.
Yeah, E. coli.
E. coli breakup. And that was from onions too.
Yeah, regular onions, not green onions.
What's going on with onions?
You got to watch the onions. Look out.
I never thought I would have to watch onions.
Excuse me, sir. Hold the onions on that. I'll take the grande burrito sans hepatitis A, please. Anyway, a man named Michael McDermott is the son of the original owner, Marin McDermott, and he'll open new restaurants under the Chi-Chi's name next year. Chi-Chi's is back.
It's back.
Tex-Mex fun for everyone. Chi-Chi's is back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold the onions.
Hold the onions,
just in case.
Honestly, that's the thing. How do you open this restaurant and say, look, there's no green onions here. They will never have green onions. But Tex-Mex, though, green onions is a pretty big staple.
Right. In flavor.
But I mean, I think everyone, myself included, if I walk through the doors of a Chi-Chi's, I'm ready to order. I'm going to be thinking about,
is there onions in here?
The green onions. Are you sure these are good this time, guys?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know, some people died last time they had your green onions.
Right. You would think, though, that that's probably the safest place to get green onions, though, because they've been through it. And they know what to do.
I know. I get what you're saying.
And they're going to make sure it does not. They're going to take extra precaution, make sure it doesn't happen. Plus, they're going to be looking at the other food, too. Not just the onions. They're going to be really looking after
just combing through for hepatitis.
Right. Yeah.
Giardia.
It's probably the safest place to eat.
Okay, you brought up a good point.
You know what I mean?
So you know that they're going to be just
just
like
strict. McDonald's. You're like, oh, I don't want to go there. That's probably one of the safest places to eat right now because they are the
best places to go.
Triple checking everything.
I got you. Okay. What was the other place? What was it? Like in Jimmy John's? Didn't they have some with bean sprouts? Wasn't it like their bean sprouts all E. coli or something like that? Yeah. You got to watch out. But I'm excited because Chi-Chi's, first of all, as far as a good dining experience, Mexican restaurants all the way. It's usually warmer in there. All right, there's fun, festive music in the background.
Like there's a beach nearby.
There's giant glasses full of frozen drinks.
Mm-hmm.
The food always comes out hot and fast. There's fun accoutrements on the wall that make you feel like you're in a tropical location.
No, it's going. The plate is lava hot.
Yeah,
don't touch the plate.
So I'm very excited to have Chi-Chi's back. We had one when growing up in Madison for a very long time.
Okay,
and yeah, so
I've never been to a Chi-Chi's, so I think we should go.
Right now, they're only in the first location was in Minnesota, where the original restaurant opened back in '76. Okay. So we may have to make a trip to Minnesota.
Nope.
Oh,
hard pass.
Let me correct that. We are driving to Minnesota to go to Chi-Chi's. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's what we're doing. Gonna make a whole weekend around going to Chi-Chi's.
Maybe that could be like a boys' vacation.
No,
to Minnesota.
I'm packing you and our 3.5-year-old daughter up, and we are going to Minnesota for a weekend.
Could you bring food back for me?
It's not going to travel well. That's too far to travel in the doggy bag.
Yeah,
in the doggy bag.
Tacos will be all soggy.
I'm going to see if I can get this up because the commercials are so much fun. Oh, there it is. Let's see if we can. What? It is a celebration of food, isn't it? Chi-Chi's, a celebration of food. Anyway, Chi-Chi's is back. Very, very excited. Let's end with this. We're going to go from...
Chi-Chi.
What?
Chi-Chi translates to breasts in slang for Spanish.
You still hung up on that. Okay, that's great.
I am. Why would you name your restaurant boobs, essentially?
Wait.
Spanish
hold on.
slang is Chi-Chi.
You can't count slang, though.
Chi-Chi's.
If it's not... Okay, so it's just...
It means Hooters. I mean, are they trying to be the Mexican version of Hooters?
Just Tanner Hooters.
Did we miss this? We got Hooters and then we got Chi-Chi's.
I don't. It's
seriously, it's the Spanish version of Hooters.
Spanish, I don't think.
Do you remember waitresses being?
I was a young man. I don't think I was looking at that at that point.
No, I think you would remember.
I think they were. Actually, I think all of them were in
For some reason, I used to love going to Chi-Chi's as a kid.
Chi-Chi's, if I remember correctly, Chi-Chi's waiters and waitresses look like the waiters and waitresses in Office Space.
Yeah.
The one with the flare. Like suspenders and polo shirts. It was more like that. It was more like that. It wasn't busty broads, tan busty broads, senoritas, if you will, with their Chi-Chi's out.
Chi-Chi's out. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
You really hung up on that.
I am because I use Chi-Chi's.
Now I know.
For breastises.
Well, you grab your Chi-Chi's and let's go to Chi-Chi's. All right. How about that?
Okay.
All right. Let's end with this. Who doesn't enjoy a good study about our kinks? Couples have revealed their favorite sexual fetishes for 2024, and kinks that Americans have loved for decades appear to be falling out of favor. A survey of 4,000 people using the dating app Bumble showed that people lusting over feet, role play, and latex are out of vogue. No more are the feet and whips, chains, whistles, yo-yos people top for kinks. The survey showed that this year, continuing after completion was the number one kink, followed by doing it open air on a balcony.
Oh, freedom.
Getting a little more exhibitionist, if you will. The third antic that respondents said turned them on was having sex while playing video games. And then a fourth place was waking each other up with mouth stuff.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The old slutty alarm clock, if you will.
Oh, the slutty alarm clock. There it is.
Let's see. As a warm-up to the main event, many people said they enjoyed working out together while naked, making that the fifth most popular fetish for 2024.
Working out while naked?
No, okay. No one looks good working out naked. No. All right, and that also sounds like a great
out,
way.
So our body looks good naked.
Right.
We're not there yet.
Well, and that also sounds like a good way to drop a weight on a
toe.
Well,
maybe they're wearing shoes. I bet they're wearing shoes.
I'm not saying toe. I'm thinking, slam my junk together between two plates, trying to do my personal best bench press.
Okay. How big do you think?
I'm not saying it's down there. I'm saying if it's up top, I'm pushing weights together.
Okay.
You naked on a Pilates machine? I don't want to see that. Let's see. The data also showed a difference in sexual preferences between Gen Z and their millennial and Gen X counterparts. To capture the data, Bumble quizzed 4,059 members of its official app, which is available in 46 countries and designed to build stronger relationships between couples through date planning and communication tips. As far as positions are concerned, overall couples' favorite sex position revealed to be kneeling, face to face, right angle, cowgirl, and then mouth. On the other end of the scale, the most unpopular sex positions were doggy.
What?
69, and it rhymes with schmanel.
Yeah, that's dead last.
Here's a fun one.
Nobody likes that.
I like it. I mean, but not you know what I'm saying about
what?
In terms of intimate toys, this is fun. Pink furry handcuffs tops the list for 2024
very
as well.
Specific.
Very specific.
Pink furry handcuffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not blue, not neon green. I want pink furry handcuffs. So what's your take on this, Kiki? On our kinks?
Honestly, I like the balcony out in the open. And not like I want to do a balcony, but I think it just goes with this is hard to talk about.
Participation?
Your participation in one another and in a public place. I think people just like doing that.
People want to be ever since
they want to bang in public. They want to bang in
something
sacred, or they want to bang where it feels like people could see them.
Naughty. You could get caught. The exhibitionist, the voyeurism aspect. No, ever since we got cameras on our phones. No, I don't. I disagree, because ever since we got cameras on our phones.
You think someone's going to create a sex video from your
everyone
balcony?
Thinks that they need to be seen having sex. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I see.
Look, I don't care
I don't
what you
do.
Be
seen, but sometimes it's just exciting to be like, oh, we shouldn't do that here, but we are. No one's here. No one could see us.
Until a group of tiny Catholic school children come around the corner with their nun, their school marm leading them through. They're all eating lollipops, and there you are. Now, keep it behind closed doors, people, okay? Unless you're at a place that allows it. You go to some all adults inclusive hedonism, in Tahiti, fine. That's what it's there for. But if you're just staying at the Hilton down the road, you don't need to do it on the hotel balcony because, it's exciting. No, keep behind closed doors, you weirdos. You effing weirdos. And also, too, it goes into my theory of the people that want to be seen naked usually aren't the people that I want to see naked.
Right.
Okay? Especially like out in public like that.
Yeah.
The nudist colonies or those people aren't usually Cindy Crawford circa 1993 in a Pepsi ad. You know what I mean? Usually it's like, my eyes. But,
my eyes.
Anything else in here that stuck out to you? Kneeling.
Kneeling.
Position. What is
kneeling?
Both kneeling? Face-to-face kneeling? How does that work?
I thought maybe like kneeling over something.
But doesn't that just fall into doggy, which was one of the least favorite? I don't,
because that's all fours. If you're just kneeling towards something, up against something, then
I can see a bunch of women trying to not be degraded. I'm not a dog. I call it kneeling. It's dog, Susan. Relax. All right. We're animals. That's it. Everything else. I mean, it didn't seem too crazy.
Nah, not too crazy.
I'm actually happy that feet and latex and all that. Are kind of off the list. Role play, I think, is still on the table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of confidence.
You're the librarian. I'm the naughty schoolboy that brought back my copy of Boxcar Children late. That might have made me sound a little too young. Let me bump that up a little bit. Maybe my encyclopedia back late to the library. The quiet, tame librarian just got a little.
Can I whack you with a ruler?
Please.
Like a big one?
Like a big one. I want the big,
really
right?
hard?
Yeah. Why are you hitting me in the face? That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant some light spanking. You're assaulting me. The librarian is assaulting me. This is first degree assault.
This took a wild turn.
Bumble. So that's a couple.
I have no idea.
I've heard of it, but I guess it's not.
I'm still like back in. Is Bumble the new Tinder? Is Tinder still?
No, because this said
Bumble, I think, is more for relationships.
That's what it says. It's designed to build stronger relationships between couples.
And then there's Hinge. Hinge is made to be deleted.
So
that's obviously for relationships too.
I think so.
Tinder's for hookups. Bumble.
Tinder and Grindr, if they end in an that's just for a good
Hook
time.
up.
That's just for a good time.
Hook it up.
Hinge, more serious.
Bumble. What a name.
JewishDating.com. That's
Christians.
a Christian mingle. Plenty of fish.
Plenty of fish.
What's the other one?
Farmers
Match.
only. Farmers only.
Farmers only. Great one. Fantastic one. What was the one? Ashley Madison. That's if you want to cheat on your significant other.
That's if you want to cheat.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
If you want to have an affair.
If you want to be a piece of trash.
You want to be a piece of trash.
Hey, go on there.
Because you're not man enough to tell your spouse that you just don't like them anymore.
No. What if you saw your spouse on there?
Yeah. How does that work? Can I just go there and prowl around and see if I see anybody I know? I don't think it works like that.
Pina Colada song going on there, right? Except in the new wave. The whole point of the Escape the Pina Colada song is that he was tired of his lady. So he looks in the personal ads. He sees a personal ad if you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga, if you're into champagne, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes of a Cape, you're the lady I look for. Come with me and escape. The whole thing is that he looks in there, they meet at O'Malley's, but it's the actual wife. It's his woman. And it's like, oh, it's you.
It's been you the whole time.
But I didn't know. Maybe that's what you can do on Ashley Madison.
Oh, I see.
Maybe it will rekindle something.
We can start up a chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you like pina coladas.
Great song.
Great song. All right, that is your morning dump. We shall be back.
Rock 107 WIRX is the
Jesus, 726. What the hell?
Yeah, we were doing that for a long time.
I didn't think we were. That's the Chi-Chi's thing.
Oh, it's my fault?
No. Yeah, you drug on the Chi-Chi's thing. I think we got into it late. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Morning, Nathan. Good morning, Bryant. Good morning, Scott. Thank God it is Friday, Trevor. Amen.
TGIF.
Bryant, Brock, it was a good game. Glad my team won. It could always be worse. You could be a Bears fan. Yeah, we'll discuss it. I have some thoughts on the game. Good morning, Rick. Appreciate it. Glad you liked the joke, everyone. Take that joke with you. Good morning, David. Good morning, Michael. He's chipper because his Lions won. Hold on. Michael said showy, frilly, and elaborately ornamented is the actual definition of Chi-Chi's.
Wait, what was it again?
Showy, frilly, and elaborately ornamented. That's a hell of a sentence.
Nice.
All right, here we go. We'll get right into sports. And no, Michael, I was plenty of time for sports. How dare you? All right, here we go.
The Plan B Morning Show. Only on Rock 107 WIRX. Everything that rocks.
Well, good morning. Brock, Kiki.
Hello.
It is the Plan B Show. Don't forget, we are streaming. Make sure you join us. We're on Facebook, the Plan B Show YouTube page. Excuse me. I think I got it. Hold on. Take a little sip. I'm going to need some coffee for this next break, so give me 1 second. All right, everyone. I want to make as much time as we can to talk about this, even though Michael thinks I'm not. It's time for sports.
Plan B Morning Show Sports with Brock and Kiki.
All right, clearly we are going to talk about last night's game.
The big game.
Great game. Everything you could ask for in a rivalry game between great teams. In my opinion, the best division in football, even when they're not all playing well. The NFC North is the best. Anyway, we'll get to that. Real quick, let's talk about men's college basketball. Last night, Central Michigan beat Aquinas 93-69. Saturday, Nebraska at Michigan State at 12. You can catch that on Cozy FM starting at 11. Syracuse at Notre Dame at 12. You can catch that on WSBT. And Iowa is at Michigan at 2. Catch that on 94.9 WSJM starting at 1:30. A lot of local stuff you can catch here on radio. Women's college basketball last night, Notre Dame upset Number 10 Notre Dame upset number 4 Texas.
Nice.
80-70 in overtime.
Nice.
So yeah, good game there. Oh, thanks, Ma. Get out of here. I'm putting you in a home. I can't believe coming here correcting me on my show. How dare you, mother?
She birthed you.
She did. That's true. That's true.
She does what she can do what she wants.
Still putting her in a home for that. Aquinas? I don't think it is. Aquinas. Aquinas.
She seemed very confident.
She is. She was always correcting my grammar in English when I was growing up.
Hey, and look how good you turned out. You
turned out pretty good.
Grammatically.
I done turned out pretty good. I seen a lot of things.
I could have used more of that.
Yeah, you could have. Let's see. Hockey action last night. Ottawa beat the Red Wings 2-1. And Winnipeg Saturday taking on Chicago at 4. Colorado at Detroit at 7. Real quick NHL news, because again, I know we got to get to this game last night. The Blackhawks fired head coach Luke Richardson, signaling their frustration with the state of the franchise's rebuilding project. Chicago has dropped 4 in a row to fall to an NHL worst 8-16-2 of the season. It was outscored 41-27 while going 3-9-1 in the last 13 games. Anders Sorensen was elevated to interim coach. Sorensen has been coaching the team's top minor league affiliate in Rockford. So some trouble there in Chicago for the Blackhawks. Always a really good team, but seems to be struggling at this point. NBA, I'm not even going to worry about it. Who gives a damn? I watched the worst video, and it proves why I don't give a damn about the NBA. And it was 2 pro teams, and they were literally just hucking up threes, and they missed. It went back and forth. They went back and forth instead of doing any kind of defense, any kind of like design plays.
Just a shootout.
And they kept missing, and it was just insane. So yeah, I'm done with the NBA until I actually see something different. All right, let's talk about the game last night. Clearly, I'm not stoked about the outcome, but as far as football games are concerned, everything you could have asked for in a NFC North rivalry between 2 awesome teams. This year, we are going to see, I am 99.99% confident, we are going to see 3 NFC North teams, Lions, Vikings, Packers, in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And then when you look at the other standings across the league, like my dad and I were joking about this last night. I mean, the Falcons are leading their division with a 6-6 record. The NFC North is stacked.
Right.
It's going to be a really good showing for, in my opinion, the toughest, most hard-nosed division, especially the Packers. And I like it. I like seeing that kind of rivalry. I like seeing good football being played. Clearly, I want a different outcome because the Lions ended up beating Green Bay 34-31 with a walk-off field goal.
Yep.
Final seconds of the game, Detroit has clinched a playoff berth, so they are in. All right, even if they were to lose every game the rest of the season,
like the Chiefs did a few weeks ago.
Shut up.
Sorry.
You know what?
No, legit question.
Everyone?
Right? That's what they said. Like they're already in.
Everyone, I think we can all agree here. Even though we're opposing fans, Kiki needs to shut the hell up. I think that's what we got right
that's
here.
That's all I'm gonna say.
You bastard. I think so. Yes.
Okay.
So yes, Detroit got it. Amazing. I have a couple takeaways from this. Again, great game. I think both teams are super excited about the next 10 days off because both teams, Packers and Lions, played 3 games within it was nuts, within 2 weeks. Too much. They both played a Sunday game, then they played a Thanksgiving game, and then they're back in it on a Thursday.
Right.
That's a lot. They need to rest. You can see that in the injury report.
Yeah.
Both teams just hemorrhaging players. A couple guys got hurt last night, too. If you want to stop the Lions, this is what was so frustrating last night. And again, I've made it very clear. I don't think Goff is a piece of trash, but I don't think he's your guy. I don't think he's the get us to the Super Bowl and be this. He's a very systematic player. He's Tom Brady-esque, understands the game. It makes very few mistakes, which that's what you want. Okay. Right. That's what's been frustrating as a Packers fan. Jordan Love being Brett Favre-esque in the amount of interceptions he's thrown. He's been running and gunning. It's like, okay, why don't we calm down a little bit? And that's where I think Jared is a good quarterback, but is he going to be the guy you're going to hoist up on your shoulders because he made that game-winning bomb in the last? No, I don't think so. But that's not necessarily what you need, because last night it was so frustrating watching how many play actions. It's like you could just count on a play action, and they just chewed away at the Packers defense. If you want to stop the Lions, just stop that play action. Just stop the play action. You know what I mean when I say play action? It's when you
I'm doing this.
You're doing right.
No.
Fake the handoff, throw the ball.
Fake the handoff.
Fake the handoff, throw the ball. All right.
Oh, I gotcha.
Play action, fake. You're gonna go and then and they were just chewing, getting 12, 15 guaranteed.
I did notice that, yeah.
And I mean,
just
it was nuts.
Short game.
And it's so frustrating because you obviously don't want to give away the long ball, but I don't think you have to worry about that as much with Jared Goff, going back to my point there. So if you want to stop the Lions, any of these teams, if you can take away that play action, yes, they have a good run game, obviously very much so. So that's what makes the Lions so tough, is because they are stacked across there. But I think your better option is to keep them running, take away that play action, and you can slow them down. Because even the Packers didn't even do that. They kept the run game fairly honest, which is nice. Yeah, they still had a good run game, but still slow. Also, as a Lions fan, my final takeaway from this, and I know this is going to sound like a Packers fan who is upset that the team lost because of this, but Dan Campbell went for it on 4th down 5 times. Now, as a fan of football, that is insane to me. Now, we are seeing the game change, okay? We are seeing more gutsy calls. We're seeing teams.
Was he successful?
Let's see.
How many did he
I think he was
get a first down?
I think he was 3 for 5. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think he was 3 for 5 on going for 4th.
Okay.
Or no, Brian said got 4 of them. Now, Bryant, as a Lions fan, I can tell you're being boisterous. You're being cocky about that. But look, Dan Campbell has a chip on his shoulder. And he's been very open about that when he took over as head coach. I always joke, Dan Campbell biting knees on the way up. He says, taking kneecaps out. Dan Campbell played for 2 of the worst football teams in history, including the Lions team that went 0-16. Dan Campbell was a player during that. So he's got this chip on his shoulder where he feels like he needs to almost overcompensate, prove himself, make up for it. Now, that calls for some ballsy play calling, which has been beneficial for the team. But there also comes a point, where, and we saw it last night, the Packers did stop them on a 4th down try on their 35, on the Lions 35, which then led to a Packer touchdown. Now, I'm not saying you can't play aggressive football. You can't go for it on 4th down. And then when they went for it on fourth down at the end there at the second to last play of the drive, they ended up getting a first down. Almost didn't happen though, because Jared Goff got stepped on, luckily made the handoff, and Gibbs got the extra 7 yards. I get it. Hindsight is 20/20. I could sit here till I'm blue in the face and say, well, it could have happened this way. It could have. What I want Lions fans to know though is that this might be your Icarus. Is Dan Campbell flying too close to the sun because he's trying to prove and be this, we're going to go for it, we're going to be aggressive. Because if and and buts
trying
were
to make a name for himself.
Right, well, and if and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. I get it. But Lions fans, you'd be singing a different tune if you guys didn't get that 4th down, that first down on that 4th. You'd be like, you cost us the game. We could have kicked a field goal. Why didn't you kick the field goal? Who cares if they had 40 seconds on the clock? I get it. We could play hypotheses and what ifs all day long. And so Lions fans, and again, this is going to sound like I'm being a whiny Packer fan. I'm just saying, maybe don't hang your hat on going for it on 4th down, okay? Especially when you start playing the Bills, you start playing the Eagles, you start playing the Chiefs, okay? The Packers, very injured team, just like the Lions. I'm not saying the Lions weren't either, but Dan Campbell and trying to this constant need to prove himself. It's kind of cocky. It's kind of arrogant,
dangerous,
and dangerous. Especially also too, it's a little disrespectful. And I was so happy. My dad and I, Packers fans, were so happy when they went for it on 4th down on their own 30 and got stopped, and we got the touchdown pretty much right after, and which was our second score within 4 minutes.
Oh my gosh! See, I didn't see most of the game. I watched the first quarter. So, yeah, that's crazy. On your 30?
On the Lions. So the Lions got the ball.
Yeah, on their end.
It's on their end, right? Right on their end. So it's on Detroit's 30 because the Packers are going.
Your touchdown side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. They went for
That's crazy.
Why not punt the ball?
Punt the ball as far as you can. I know that.
And
I can coach.
And it wasn't like it was like a 4th and inches. It was like a 4th and 3.
Oh.
And it's in my mind too, and I get it. You don't need to respect the other team, but you kind of need to,
right?
In a sense, like it's kind of like, who do you think you are?
Right.
You're not. And as an opposing team, I'm big F you, dude. And now I'm going to play even harder because you think that little of us that you're going to go for it on your own 35 or 30 anyway. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying.
That's my final takeaway, and that's what I was talking about with my dad last night. Is obviously, the Lions are a very good team. Aggressive football is great and fun to watch, but I think Dan Campbell and his need to prove himself could be the straw that breaks the camel's back in this run to the Super Bowl. Anyway, that's my final take. Great game. As a Packers fan, an NFC North fan, awesome. Our division is stacked, and I'm excited to see what happens. And I do love the fact that there are 3 NFC North teams that will be in the playoffs, more than likely, and that's cool. That's cool. That makes the other leagues stand up and show a little respect to, in my opinion, the most storied and most prolific division in the NFL.
Well, it's a lot of big words.
Don't.
Prolific.
You know what? You don't. It's the Lombardi.
Jeez Louise.
It's the Lombardi Trophy, not who was the Chiefs coach during Super Bowl 1 that could have had his name etched in the annals of time in sports history.
I have no idea.
Exactly.
We don't remember.
Go, Pack, go. Damn it, Lions, you bastards. All right, that's all I got. Was there anything like that? I'm sorry. I went on a rant there, but I'm very passionate about it.
I had nothing else to add. I figured you would take off with that one.
Yep.
It was a good report.
That's your sports. We'll be back.
I think I may vomit.
More of the Plan B Morning Show next on Rock 107.
Actually, Alan, I believe 2 of the 4th down conversions were touchdown passes, which again goes into my frustrating thing last night with the Packers. It's like, look, we couldn't stop them on those little 7-yard, 12-yard slants, button hooks. Damn it. Just cover the middle. And yeah, talking about the NFC Championship last year, and I know it's his MO, and it does. It is exciting. I just, man, there's certain points though where you got to get over yourself, and I just think that's what it is. I don't blame him for having that chip on his shoulder. Playing on a team that was 0-16, that's gonna haunt you. That's in the record books. You know what I mean? But it just, as a Lions fan, I would just be hoping that it doesn't cost us again, especially as we get later on in the season and the playoffs where it's one and done. So, but it was a good game last night. I stayed up for the whole thing. I am feeling it today. I was a good boy though. I believe it was half when I stopped drinking alcohol. I was like, I'm going to have some water because otherwise I will be in rough shape. All right, we'll get right into the topic of the day. Excuse me, everybody.
Yeah, I'm going through them right now.
I'll be your baby. I'll be your... Oh my God, I got to get out ice fishing. My God.
Did that what any update
that
on
post
the
got
trolling?
Deleted. That
It
post
got deleted? You guys, because you brought in the moms. That's why. You guys talking about each other's mom.
Look, I'm not gonna roll over and take it from some schlub.
Are you gonna start a new thread?
I should.
You should.
Hey, bring it back that last thread.
Who's the admin?
Yeah, right. To be honest though, I was happy that I didn't get kicked out of the group. I was a little nervous about that.
Yeah. Well, the deleted post is probably your warning.
Well, one of the admins said, from here on out, if anyone is rude about people, so the whole big thing again was a guy, I told you, made a post about what's the big deal if people ask how much ice is or where fish are biting.
Right.
Again, it's just some of the.
I love how you guys act like it's a puddle and there's only 2 fish in the whole damn lake.
Well, that was a comment I made to a couple people.
What do you think? The guy can outfish all the fish in the lake?
Right. Or some people think you're going to say something and 1,000 people are going to be out there. Well, yeah, if you go on a weekend during first ice, it's going to be busy, dummies. When it's people are finally getting out, but everyone thinks that, oh my God, every fish is going to be caught right there. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not telling you my fishing spot.
There's a lot of water out there.
You don't own the water. That's God's water, okay? It's God's fish. All right. Oh yeah, the topic is what do you think exists just to mess with us?
Did we do this? I don't remember recording.
No, we didn't record this one, yeah.
Okay.
You're probably dealing with your period or something. I don't know.
Jesus.
The hell was that? No. All right, ready?
Yep.
The Plan B Morning Show. Only on Rock 107 WIRX. Everything that rocks.
Coming in hot with DJ Alligator. Hey, good morning. It's the Plan B Show, Brock and Kiki.
Hi. Good morning.
Excuse me, sorry. I got a tickle. I got a tickle on my pickle. What?
Okay. This song makes me want to do that rave dance that some of the kids do, like this thing.
The arms thing. It's actually, there is a legendary video out there. I think you know what I'm talking.
I just saw two young men doing it on a video, and I watched it for way too long.
It's fun when you start getting the arms swinging and it's
like in a pop. It's like a roll with your wrists.
There's a legendary video, and I don't know if you've seen it. Again, you're actually a responsible adult that doesn't spend your time scrolling through memes and useless videos.
I do. I just hide it.
It's a bunch of rave goth kids under a bridge. This video is, I don't know if it's from like the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
But it's a group of goth rave kids under a bridge.
Oh, I've seen it. What song is it? It's classic.
I don't know, but these kids.
It's like an oldie song. It's not like a rave song. No, it's Christmas.
No, I think what you probably saw someone dub over.
Edited it. No, stop it. I really thought that these goth kids were dancing to like Mariah Carey's Christmas.
It does match up very well.
It does.
That thing has been remixed a billion times. No, but it's them listening.
I've been duped. Oh, internet.
It's damn you, internet.
Oh, what internet?
Damn my gullibility.
My cloud.
You know I fall for things easily. No, but it's them, and as much as you want to cringe, it's like, damn, they got some moves. They're in their Hot Topic attire, big furry boots, and they are
pop for me.
And it's just in
that pop. And their wrists look like they're like windmills.
Oh, they're getting it. They're getting it, man.
It's crazy.
Yep. So
you're gonna strain a wrist.
No, you gotta really work on your tendon strength on that. So you're doing a terrible job.
I know. I'm gonna try.
All right. Well, we'll get through this quick so Kiki can practice her under the bridge rave goth moves. Your topic for today, what do you think exists just to mess with us?
I want to go first.
Now, if you want to say a higher power made these things, or maybe just the duality of man.
Yeah.
It has these things. What do you think?
Mosquitoes.
Okay, good answer.
They literally serve no purpose.
Yep.
We can't find a purpose, right? You find other things and you're like, oh, this is so annoying. But it's like this because whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's got like some sort of purpose at least. Right. Mosquitoes literally have no purpose. I don't know what they're doing. Right. Besides sharing blood amongst us.
Yeah. Carrying diseases. Yeah. No, nothing.
I don't know. Is it to trim the herd? Are mosquitoes planted to trim the herd?
Maybe that's that's dark.
It's very dark.
I feel like there's other ways to do that. If you're saying a higher power who created this.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just evil.
Why mosquitoes?
Or maybe the devil created it.
It's the devil's flies.
It's the devil's favorite insect.
It's the devil's, bees. I'm just trying to think of the alternative is something very productive and we
we need. Well, actually, we don't take care of the bees. We're killing them off quite quickly, and I'm pretty sure our daughter will grow up in a world where there are no more bees. But it's a conversation for another day. But yes, I agree with you. I agree with you.
The devil's bees.
Yeah, the devil's bee.
Except, because
mosquito
it bites instead of stings.
Yeah, exactly. Very similar though.
It's terrible.
Similar though, minus the wonderful pollinating properties that a bee has. Right, it's just awful. I like that. Yeah, a very good answer. Something that I think only exists to mess with us is the cellophane wrap on a CD case.
Oh my god!
Why does it need to be so hard to get off?
I know. We shouldn't have to watch YouTube videos on how to get a wrapping off of a CD.
It's insane.
I literally have done that. I'm like, what? There's got to be
a quick way.
I'm missing something. They must have manufactured this for an easy way that I'm not figuring out.
I don't think so.
And there really isn't. People have tried to present different ways. I've tried them. They're not any better.
Super glue, shrink wrap this plastic on there on a $5 best of BG CD, a cheap plastic case.
What are you protecting?
Yeah. Oh, no one steals a CD. Because you know, a great way to steal a CD is take it out of its case, put it in your pocket. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm taking it home, clearly. Yeah. Because I don't want it to get scratched. My God. And
that's a good one.
Add on to that. How about the plastic on anything? That like clamshell, super thick plastic that if you are not careful, it will slice an artery and you're dead. You're going to bleed out because you're trying to open up that USB thing you bought from Walmart, that USB stick. And why is it got to be so aggressive? Why is it got to be so aggressive? Unbelievable. No reason for it. You need a special knife to get into it.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't have said that.
Sorry.
I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Well, be careful opening that plastic package as you will die. Let's see. We got some great answers here on social. What do you think exists just to mess with us? Matt had put a picture of a croc. That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Oh,
because it's like, look, that shoe shouldn't make sense. People shouldn't be into it. It's not comfortable, but everyone's wearing them. The people who invented Crocs making millions and millions, if not billions of dollars.
My daughter has one though, and they're great.
Well, they're great for slipping on and off. I get it. I get it. You know, they said we got to be careful though. They said like if kids wear them just all the time, it's messing with their feet.
Because they're not,
there's no support.
Starter doesn't live in them. They're like for sport. She throws them on before gymnastics. She throws them on to just go down to the barn
quick
in the summertime.
Around,
yeah. Well, it's not her everyday shoes.
Eric said hangovers. That's a good answer.
That's a really good answer.
That's God's way of telling you sinned.
You did too much.
You did too much. Think about if we didn't. I think it's interesting that the body has, of course, alcohol in all reality is a poison. You're poisoning yourself.
Yeah.
And to feel happiness, but it's still though the body is ingesting poison, and that's your way of saying, hey fella, get some electrolytes. You're dehydrated.
Think of a new coping mechanism.
Yeah, right. I know you're sad and lonely, but this isn't the way to do it because now you're sad, lonely, and hungover.
Yeah. What about Alan said lottery jackpots?
Oh,
that's a good one.
Good answer. Gosh. They dangle this carrot in front of us.
And like it's so obtainable.
Right. Only $2.
Come on, everybody gather together.
Yeah. $2. Hey,
millions of you.
You can't win if you don't play, right?
One winner.
What's $2 to win $1 billion, right?
Right.
Yep.
That's $2.
Yep. And then we sit there and daydream.
Times millions and millions of people.
We think about going and just dropping a duker on the boss's desk and quitting, moving to Tahiti, living on a yacht. It ain't going to happen.
Winning that.
It's a good answer.
That's a great answer.
Great answer. Bruce said women. It's another good answer. Yeah. I think you know it too.
We are.
It's just a constant.
It's our secret.
Just like Chinese water torture, just right there every day, just messing with us.
Kind of on the same plane here. Someone said kids. I lost it, but someone said kids. Oh, Paul said kids.
Kids. You know what?
They keep you on your toes.
They do, because you
continue to learn about yourself.
Even when you think you're doing all, or you could do all the parenting things right? Yeah. And even then, it's just they're gonna find a way. And you'd be like, what the hell are you doing?
No control on who they become when they grow up. You're going to do your best.
It's a monkey without a tail is what it is.
You have no idea.
Hayden had a good one. It's something that exists just to mess with us. He said ferrets. They're weird cat snakes, and I don't trust them.
Oh, my God. That is the greatest explanation I've ever heard.
Hey,
have you ever held a ferret?
Yes,
I
have.
We considered getting a ferret one time.
We did long ago.
Very stinky. I couldn't stand the smell.
Well, that one was in a pet shop. We could have bathed it.
But when I held a ferret for the first time, that's exactly.
It's like holding a slinky.
It's
a furry
so
slinky.
Grossed out. I was like, it is. It is like a. Oh my gosh, a furry snake.
Snake or a slinky, the way it moves in your hands.
Yes.
Yeah. See, the reason
weird. I'm like, where's its bones?
Yeah. The reason this thing has no bones. This animal has no bones, sir. The reason I wanted a ferret is because of the cinematic classic Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
He had 2 ferrets, and it was awesome.
Mine
they did
was
cool things.
I thought the same. We were both kind of into it, but we never really shared. So good to know. Mine was Along Came Polly. She had a little ferret.
It was a blonde ferret or a blind ferret.
Yeah, old ferret. She had on a leash. So cute. Kept running into things. It was adorable. And I thought, I can do that. I
believe Beastmaster's ferrets sacrificed themselves. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since in a fiery pit to save their owner.
Oh, that's
to
nice.
save the Beastmaster, and that's right. Yeah,
like companionship. Yeah. They're loyal.
They're smart, but they got no bones.
They're smart. They got no bones, and they stink. But then you see the videos of them like they like baths apparently.
Well, yeah,
so you could bathe them quite often.
Again, you're thinking about a pet store. There, every animal doesn't smell the best in a pet store. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, no, but I hear that though. That's
that
like
they
have
thing. They have
Ferrets
a smell.
Have a very distinct smell, and you have to bathe them often.
Huh. Well,
that seems like a lot of work. I barely bathe my child enough.
Can't bathe this furry snake with no bones. Get out of here. Mike said the government. That's another good answer. That's another, not originally, which, that's the disappointing part is originally it was a by the people for the people. And now it's just like, what are you doing over there on Capitol Hill? Huh? What is it you say you do here, government? Feel like you're messing with us at this point. Michael said no right turn on red. Amen.
Yeah. What are we waiting here for?
Matt said Sasquatch that just exists to mess with us.
So true.
I mean, come on, man.
So true.
Yep.
We're all just fools. Frustrated
fools. Chad said roundabouts. See, now I love roundabouts. The problem is there's not enough of them in certain areas that people get used to them. If you're used to them, they're the greatest thing in the world. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you're like Kiki, you'll just end up going in circles for about 5 minutes screaming.
Yeah. The first time I did a roundabouts in an area, I almost got into an accident twice.
Didn't you jump a roundabout? Didn't you Dukes of Hazzard a roundabout?
At an airport?
Yes.
An airport, yeah. I broke my wheel. My axle was broke.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair though, it was snowy and I slid over
top.
Over top.
Came into that roundabout hot.
A little hot.
Because Boss Hogg and Enos were chasing you.
I wanted to drift around that.
Roscoe P. Coltrane was hot on your tail. You were running moonshine and you jumped the General Lee. Roundabouts, if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm good now, but it took me a minute. They need to start putting those into driver's ed.
Yeah, well, it's literally the easiest thing in the world. Just look left.
I get it.
You
have to tell myself that.
I'm
like,
one thing.
Brock says just look left.
Just look to your left. It's all you have to do.
And you're right. One of the times I got in an accident was because it was a two lane. Mm-hmm. Those really mess with me, and I get it. So someone can veer off and the other one can keep going around.
Yeah.
Well, I was doing that, but the guy kept going around with me. And as I was going, I was making sure he wasn't getting in my lane. Yeah. We took off at the same time. So I was looking at him on my right.
Don't do that.
And this car was coming around on my left.
Look left.
We almost got a fender bender.
Look left. That's all you got to do. If everyone looks left at a roundabout, not an issue.
Yeah.
Not an issue.
Yeah. It makes sense. It's great advice. Great advice.
Let's see. A couple people said social media. Mike said social media. Yeah. A couple other people did.
Yeah.
Rodney said Hollywood. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The older I get, the older I get, the more I'm like, I think Hollywood's pretty messed up.
It is messed
up. You gotta be.
Well, after the P. Diddy debacle.
Everything. I mean, and that's
but it's just like more of it's coming out, right?
Let's see. Couple Bigfoot answers. Jason said cauliflower. How so, Jason?
I'd say broccoli more than cauliflower. Look like tiny trees.
Broccoli is man-made too.
It's weird.
Believe it or not, broccoli is man-made. It's mixed between like kale and something else.
And they look like tiny trees.
Little tiny trees. Little tiny trees.
Weird.
Anything else that you think exists just to mess with us?
No, I don't think so.
This was on Reddit. There's some good ones. Sharp corners. Scammers. Banks. Mosquitoes got to be number one answer.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Ice cream dripping down a cone.
Why is it got to be so sticky?
Why?
Why did we make something?
Why did we put something in something that doesn't work?
Or how about this? Why?
We try to put it in a cup. Our daughter's like, no, I want the cone.
Not
The
good enough.
cone doesn't work.
Why did we make something that melts so easy? The summertime treat.
Right, the summertime treat. Why did we
Unbelievable.
do that? It should be a. I get it. It cools you off, but it melts. You have to eat it so fast.
Then you get a brain freeze.
Yeah, we got ice cream.
Yeah.
And went and walked around some Christmas lights. It's not
Perfect.
bad.
Didn't melt a bit.
Didn't melt a bit.
Actually got colder. It got more firm as I was eating it.
Yeah, it's like it lasted forever.
Stop messing with me, man. All right, we're going to take a break. We got more to come. It's Brock and Kiki. Stick around.
We're going to need to have a real discussion about your language.
More of the plan.
All right.
Hey, don't forget. I want to make that whiskey caramel apple cider.
Oh, for today?
For tonight.
I got you.
In a thermos while I stand in the cold.
Mike, yeah, I got you. Michael said Taylor Swift for the topic.
Oh, how dare you?
Yeah.
I get it.
Trevor said organized religion. So I agree with you in a sense. I think TV pastors at mega churches, I think.
Mega churches.
There's no, like, that's to mess with us, right? Those guys are not real. Anyway, well, hey, thanks everyone for hanging out. We appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your Friday.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, obviously
we'll still be on, but
we'll still be on. I mean, I wish we were done now, but that's all right. We still got 2 more hours.
I know. I always feel like we are done.
Damn it!
Wait a second.
2 more hours. That's all right. We're gonna phone it in.
We have fun.
Yeah, we have fun. But yeah, have a great weekend and be safe out there. Stay warm, and we will see you all back here on Monday. Okay, bye.